Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jess with Jess's Magical Memoirs, and today we are getting into my 2025 goals and word of the year. I am so excited to dive into my goal sheet for the year. I'm going to recap my 2024 goal sheet with you guys and my word for 2024, and then we're going to talk all about my word for the new year and the goals that I'm hoping to accomplish in this coming year. So I'm really excited to get into all of this with you guys and really dive in. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So as you can see here in front of me, I have a few things. This is going to be the sticker book that we're using. This is the same theme as my catch-all planner. I pulled a couple of markers that I want to use as highlighters and accent colors. I thought about adding blue in too, but I think I've nixed that. I don't know if we're going to do all three or a variation of pink and yellow or pink and tan. Then let's talk about the pages that you see here. So this right here is my brain dump for all of my goals for next year. Some of this stuff is for me and my husband and financial things. Those types of things will not be going onto this goal sheets. That's going to be on a personal financial goal sheet that me and my husband do separately. But I will talk about those goals with you guys, but I'm not gonna prep that goal sheet here in this video. This is just my personal goal sheet as well as my word of the year. On the back of this page is my word of the year, but I'm not going to show that to you guys yet. I want to keep that part a surprise. This is going to be my goals page for 2025. I feel like it matches the planner. I did not actually have any more cardstocks from Happy Planner. This was my last one, so I kind of makeshifted this one out of some old fun cardstock I had. And then on the back, I actually double-side sticky taped just like a graph plain white paper, and it's got some Mickey heads on it. It's from a Mickey paper pack that we could decorate. The back side of this was like a really dark purple with Ursula on it, and I didn't want that, so I just covered it up. That is what we're using for the new goal sheet. And then this is my goal sheet for 2024. So this is pretty much what this is going to come together to look like. I'm going to do something kind of similar to this setup. I just like the way that it looks. I like the aesthetic of it. I like how my word of the year is kind of just like in big lettering off to the side here. I just might put it on this side instead. I did do this one backwards last year, so I do plan on putting this one in my planner. I did not do that last year. Last year, this was kind of just set off to the side at my desk so I could look at it and reference it from time to time. But I think I'm going to put this in my planner this year. I gave myself 3 like big goals for 2024. And then on the back, I also had a health goal and a couples goal. So I'm pretty much going to set it up the same way. I do have a little bit more this year. So I have a couples goal. I have like a mom and personal goals, and my health goal is rolled into that. And then I also have work goals and travel goals. So I am going to be like adding those in. You can see over here on this one, like I had like a little checklist just to throw in some like extra little stuff. I might do something like that for like travel goals, because that's not necessarily a priority, but it's things that I do want to accomplish. Either that, or I might make that like work goals. So one of those two will have probably like a checklist like that on the back side, but the front is going to have my word of the year, and it's going to have my 3 biggest goals, or my 4 biggest goals, because I have 4 this year. And I'm probably going to move my health goal to the front because I do want to make that a main goal. So last year, my main goal never happened, and that kills me. So like when I set myself up for a main goal and I don't hit even my main goal, it stings. Like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. My main goal for 2024 was to find a good work from home job that supplies a solid extra income while allowing me the flexibility I still need as a mom and with my content creation. That's still a main goal. It is on the forefront. It is not my forefront main goal for 2025. And a lot of you are probably like, oh my God, it should be. But hear me out. I have other things that I want to put my heart into that might create future success for me financially as well, while also working into my like 4-year plan. So I need to tweak this a little bit and focus on that. And you guys will see what I'm talking about in a minute. My word for last year was forward. And I do feel like I set out to achieve the definition of this word. Forward meant a lot to me in 2024. It wasn't just about like doing the things and getting the job and making the money. It wasn't about that completely. This word meant so much in so many different ways, but a big meaning behind me choosing the word forward was looking ahead and saying goodbye and healing from a lot of things and allowing myself to rest and preparing myself and just moving forward and away from all that other junk and the negativity and the trauma and the brokenness. And I feel like I'm at a pretty good place. I feel like I got forward enough to put more back into work in 2025. I sat down with myself and I had a conversation with my friend Chris, and I said to myself, basically he reminded me like, where are the little things that you can fit into your yearly goals that complete your goal for 2026 or 27 or 28, whenever that happens? I was like, okay, 2024 was my setup year mentally. And I think I'm there and I'm ready to implement more and create more success for myself in 2025 physically. And I think that was kind of God's plan and my spirit guide's plan all along. So, everything, yes, everything happens for a reason, but you're a part of putting those things in place. Your spirit guides, fate, God, whatever you believe in and that you trust, the universe, it can only get you so far. And I'm ready to show them that, okay, I'm doing the thing. I'm doing this. I'm ready to meet you where you brought me, and so on and so forth. I'm blabbing at this point, but hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. So that was my word for 2024. A couple other goals that I had for myself were to grow on social media and become more consistent, and also record within my means. I definitely recorded within my means. I feel like I almost went a little too far on that, and I kind of just got really comfortable and relaxed in that and didn't push myself. So I am definitely going to try and push myself a little bit more when it comes to that in 2025 and growing my social media. You guys have been incredible. The last month, I've gained 60 plus followers, and that's more than I think I've gained in 6 months. So thank you guys so much for watching my videos and helping me grow and becoming a part of my family. And it's definitely giving me a boost and a jumpstart to record and be more consistent more often. And so that is another reason why my main goal for last year isn't my same main goal for this year. Another goal we had was to go on 2 Disney trips. That did happen. It was wonderful. Another goal I had was to do a mini summer getaway. We didn't get to do that this year. I will carry that over into 2025 because I do want to do something else with the kiddos. And then we also had a couple goal and my health goal, and then a few other things. The house updates is not a priority this year. I know my husband would like to make it a little bit of a priority, but I just don't think it's a priority this year. We have other things to focus on and get on track with before we take on home projects. That's kind of just a recap of 2024. Now we can really get into the nitty gritty. So main personal goals: get a consistent part-time job that's flexible to support bills. So I have DoorDash right now. I'm not doing it at the moment because the car is in bad shape. That's actually a financial goal, is to fix the car and get the tires replaced so I can get back out there and dash more often and rely on the car. However, I don't like relying on a car job because we've had such bad luck with cars, and I don't know when we'll be able to upgrade this car. Or, gosh forbid, knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't go out completely. But I don't want to continue to rely on DoorDash right now. So I do need to find something that's consistent, that's part-time, that still allows me the flexibility to do my content creation and to dive into another endeavor that I want to do, and yet enough to support the extra bills. So that way Dan's paycheck can focus on food and the mortgage. So yeah. All right. A very big goal for me this year, and it's a health goal, is to regain control of physical health more and to start walking more often and cooking and eating healthier. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going vegan. It doesn't mean I'm eating salads every day. No, no, no. This girl doesn't do that. I am all about balance. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that. But I do want to implement more fresh foods, more fresh cooking. I want to be able to eat more protein. Yeah, things like that. I'm really bad at like sugar intake, salt intake, and that's going to be a hard one to break. I'm not super focused on that yet. But as far as like meals are concerned, we're just constantly having pasta and hot dogs. It's just all processed food, y'all. And as much as I love me a good pasta, I want to start making like my sauce from scratch. I actually have been doing that more. I've been just buying like plain canned tomatoes and tomato paste, and it's been wonderful. I'm loving that. So like that does make it a little bit better than just like jarred sauce. But I want to keep going on that journey. You know what I mean? I feel like in 2024, I got a pretty good handle on my mental health. And now I feel like I can say I have the stamina mentally to recommit myself to this and try again. So that is also going to set myself up for a future goal in a couple of years. I think I really need to be in a better spot physically. And I'm not saying I need to, I'm not saying, oh, Jess, you need to lose 100 pounds and look skinny and be this like, no. I just want to be able to walk up the stairs without getting out of breath. And I want to be able to not have aches and pains in my joints all the time. And I've been starting to like go tingly when I'm sitting in a certain position for too long, and I know that's not okay. So your girl's got to get to the doctor and get a new physical done, talk to the doctor about that situation. I think I've gotten a handle on my migraines as much as I possibly can right now. It's just something that I think I'm just going to be dealing with for forever. And it is what it is. And that's another reason why I don't have a real job, is I was calling out all the time because of vertigo and migraines. So feel like if I maybe like start focusing more on those things, those other things will start to get better, and it will all be a part of the big goal in the future. All right, next up for personal goals, grow on YouTube and social media to a point where I can make consistent extra monthly income. And that includes uploading a little bit more. You'll see over here on my work goals, upload YouTube more frequently, maybe 3 times a week. One other big goal that I do have for 2025 is your girl wants to write a book. I'm serious, like not just like this cheesy cutesy, not a children's story. I have loved writing poetry, and I've been a poetry writer since I can remember, since middle school, and I love doing it. It helps me express myself. And when I had my oldest, I was attempting to write a book, and it was a story based off of my life and my past traumas and things I'd been through, but I was creating it into like a young adult story. I had gotten like 10 chapters and I lost the file because life. On my most recent Disney's trip, it was a solo trip I took. I had a little bit of a revelation and clarity. And I was like, I need to write this story. But this time it's going to be written as a poem. It's going to be a poetry story. And it's not just going to be a collection of poems. It's literally going to be my life story in poetry form. And I am nervous because it's revealing a lot of personal things. It's going to come out in a way that's different than just a regular book. It's in poetry form, so I'm writing with extreme emotion. And I'm also having to reflect back onto these situations and scenarios that occurred in my life to create these poems and really dive back into those feelings. And it's hard. It's a lot, but I feel like doing this is going to heal me so much. I'm really hoping that this turns out to be a great thing for myself and maybe earn some money in the future. I don't know if it'll actually get published with a publisher, That would be amazing if it did. But even if it just ends up being something that I have Amazon do and Amazon sells and people buy it off Amazon, I just can't wait. And I'm going to be sharing some of these inserts along the way over on social media. I had planned on starting this on TikTok, but with the whole TikTok ban probably happening, I need to find a new platform. So I don't know if I'm going to start a second Instagram account or if I'm going to do this over on Facebook. But stay tuned for that. I might even share it here as shorts. So stay tuned for that. But I'm really excited to get into that. That's another big one. And then another other main personal goal that I have that isn't necessarily a bigger goal, but something that I do want to focus on a little bit more is I want to go on some individual date outings with my kids this year. So I would really like to take them out individually. Dan and I talked about doing this past year, and money didn't allow us that. I do go out with my daughter quite a bit. She gets a lot of date days with mom. So I'm not too concerned about that. I know those will continue. But as far as my boys are concerned, Dan and I would really like to take the twins out by themselves. So do one day with Colin and one day with Wyatt and have a little bit of them day like that, and just learning to get them to separate just a little bit. And I know that Aiden has asked actually to go out with us and have a three-way date with us. And I love that, the fact that he's my oldest and he's now an adult, but he still wants that. Makes my heart happy, makes my mama heart smile. So I really want to be intentional about doing those things with the kids this year. So, all right, I think I've done enough talking. We'll go over travel goals and work goals more once I have them down on my paper. Let's talk word of the year. I'm going to get my stickers out. I think I am going to use these big ones again. I like the look of this. We just need to get a box that I can put my word for 2025 in. I kind of really like this one. All right, I'm going to go with this one. It's actually yellow with pink. There is red in it, but it's okay. I'm going to go with this one. And for this, it's going to go right over here at the top. Just going to put it right here. And we're going to leave the page just like this because this is where the word's going to go sideways, just like I did here. Okay, these are the big giant stickers. So we are going to need this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. Almost every one. You guys are probably like, what the heck? Okay, so when I was researching word of the year, ChatGPT became my best friend. I was toying with 3 different words. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want a word that incorporates too many things. And these 3 words kind of incorporated those things, but one was missing. I was like, just use ChatGPT. Just do it. I went on to ChatGPT and I said, what is a good word that describes intention, success, and adventure? Within a second, ChatGPT came out with the perfect word. I cross-referenced it on Google to get the definition, and I said, yes. My word for 2024 is aspire. I love this so much because I have a lot of aspirations and dreams and goals that I want to manifest. But aspire also means to reach for and creating success for yourself, setting yourself up to be in a place that you've always wanted to be in. That's what this year is about. It's about setting up financial success, setting up our future goal success, setting up my, physical health success, just setting myself up and my family up to be in a place where we are just happy and good and successful, So, but I didn't want my word to be successful because I don't think we're necessarily at the point yet where we're ready to reap everything. We still need to put in a little bit more work. So this is my word for 2024. I'm obsessed. I love it. Thank you, ChatGPT. And we're going to go ahead and get this word down on the paper. I probably will have to overlap just like I did with last year's word, but that's okay because it actually came out kind of cute. So I'm going to speed you guys up while we get this word down, and then we'll go in and decorate the rest for the rest of the goals. You guys, this is so cute. I'm going to zoom you in. This looks perfect. All right, I feel like we should get like a little sticker over here. Or like maybe we could do like a quote. We have make yourself proud, collect happy moments. You were made to bloom, stay curious. I kind of like make yourself proud. And I'm just gonna put this right here. So cute. All right, now that we have our word of the year down, we need to set ourselves up with some more boxes for the rest of my goals. So on this front page, like I said, I want to have my main goals. Last year, I put like the biggest goal right in the middle. I think this year, I just want to kind of like go like this with it. And maybe go from like most important to least important. But then again, I don't know if I want to hold myself to that. Maybe it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter the order, okay? The order does not matter. So we need 4 boxes, right? Or 5. I think I'm going to do 4 goals like this and then put like mom goal right here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to speed you guys up while I decorate this page and lay all those boxes and deco down, and then I'll be back. All right, you guys, I've got it decorated and all set up. We're going to go in and write our goals in. So we don't forget, we've got a health goal, some work goals, and a mom goal, and then my poetry goal. And then word of the year is going to be right here. All right, you guys, I'm so sorry. I realized the camera moved at some point, so I'm going to keep you a little bit zoomed out than you were in case it slips again. But I finished the front page and I absolutely love this spread. Like, it's a lot more simple than I feel the other one was. The other one had like a lot of stickers on it. Well, maybe not, but the only thing that I feel it's missing is another quote. I've got two down here and I feel like I need to like slide another one in right here. So let's find us one more little sticker quote. And I've got some strip ones that kind of works for this. Okay, so there's two that I really like. I like this one, here's to a brilliant year. And then I also like this one, good things are coming. So I'm just trying to figure out which one I prefer. I think I'm probably gonna end up going with the yellow one just because there's purple here, and then purple in the background. I just hope I can get it to fit. All right, I ended up just lifting up the E and putting that sticker underneath it. I almost like cut it off, but you can see it wouldn't have looked right. So I just stuck it underneath it and I like it. I think it's cute. The front side is done. My main goals: to regain control of my physical health by walking 2 to 3 times per week and cooking healthier. Examples: more protein and fresh food. Write my first poetry book and submit to publish or sell on Amazon and share on social medias. 3, obtain a solid part-time job that is flexible to my schedule, health, and travel that helps supplement more bills. And then 4, to grow even more on YouTube to a point where I am making consistent extra monthly income. And then my mom goal: take my kids out on individual date outings at least 3 times each in 2025. So really, really cute. I'm loving this front page. I think this is really pretty actually. And I feel like I'm really manifesting my great grandmother's energy with this. It's giving and I love it. So the back side now is basically going to be all of the extra goals that I set for myself. Again, we're not including the financial goals, so just remember that. But we've got some work goals down here and some travel goals down here. For work goals, I have get a job, obviously, DoorDash more, possibly. These are just, like I said, these aren't as like focused, you know. Upload to YouTube more frequently 3 times a week. 4, train and grow with the travel agency and book 3 trips. Then another one, the 2 other ones have to do with travel agency trips. So go on the Disneyland fam trip and then attend a Universal TA training seminar, whether it's the one in Boston or the one in Florida. So I don't know if these things are going to happen, but they are all goals with the travel agency that I would like to at least hit some. So I do want to have those written down. And then travel goals for 2025. Universal July trip in 2025. That's like the big one. Okay. Quick Disney couples trip. I don't know if this is going to happen. If it does, it will be during Flower and Garden because I want to get to Flower and Garden. I love it. It's my favorite festival. And also, I just love that time of year, y'all. It's so pretty down there and the weather is nice and warm. And I just love April to June in Florida. It's funny because I hate spring, but spring in Florida is gorgeous. So I would love to get down there. Believe it or not, April is the Universal Training Seminar. So I don't know if we're going to maybe try and finagle to do something like that. But we do want to do Disney. There are a lot of things closing that we love and we want to hit them before they're gone. So that is definitely on the docket. And then the Disneyland 2025 fam trip. Again, I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm on a waiting list for that trip. However, the flight and not knowing the cost of what it's going to be yet, it's going to determine whether I go or not, because the next month is our big Universal trip. And I just really don't know if we can afford all of that. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards the Universal TA seminar, because even if we don't get to do the quickie trip, I can at least go to the seminar that's in Boston. So we'll see how that goes. And then for New Hampshire or Lake George in the summer, I do want to do a summer New England trip. Even if it's just for the weekend for 2 nights, I would really like to do something with the kids that gets us up north. And then finally, I wrote down Boston or New York with my daughter. She wants to do a girls' day somewhere. Maybe do an overnight. We did do an overnight in New York last year. It was during the winter and it was it wasn't the vibe. Spring would be a much better time to do this in, maybe during spring break. So we shall see. And then I do have a couples goal for 2025, and that is brainstorm fun and creative at-home date night ideas to do every other week, and then one outing, one outside date every other month. Last year, I did a couples goal to go out once a month, do a full-on date night every month, and that just was not gonna happen. So I've tweaked this couples goal a little bit to be a little bit more obtainable, and it also gives us a way to come up with some cute fun at-home date ideas. That is what is on the docket for the backside of this goal sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and speed you guys back up so I can put this whole thing together. We'll review everything and we'll be done. All right, you guys, I finished the back side of my goal sheet and it came out really, really cute. I have my work goals over here, my 5 work goals, and then I have the different travel goals here. I did think about like coloring in the spots that weren't part of that, but then I was like, I don't know if that's gonna look good because I'm not gonna have the right yellow. I decided to leave it just like that. So we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different trips. And then down here we have our quick little couples goal: brainstorm fun and creative at-home date nights every other week and go on one outside, so like just restaurant, movies, whatever, date every other month. And then I have, oh, you know what I did forget to do? We forgot to outline this part really quick. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I went in and outlined that really quick, but then I just also put in extra 2025 goals kind of in the middle there. And then we've got some fun stickers. This one says spread more joy. This one says you were made to bloom. And this one says keep discovering who you are meant to be. Make yourself proud. I love that one. So that's it. That is our back. I'm not going to go through each one of these. I've kind of already reviewed those with you guys. But those are the checklists for the work goals and the travel goals up at the top. And just a quick reminder, this is what the front looks like with my word of the year. And I am obsessed. I absolutely love it. The only thing left to do is to pop it in the planner. Okay, so this is going to go right in between these 2 pages. I'm just going to go ahead and pop it in. And there it is. She looks so pretty. And I love the fact that it like actually matches the tabs over here on the sides. We have all of our main goals in the front. And then when we flip it, we have all of our extra goals over here on the back side and the word of the year on the front. And I'm absolutely obsessed. I love, love, love how this came out. So let me know down in the comments what goals you guys are trying to put together and set for yourself for 2025. Obviously, this is very detailed, and I have a huge drive to achieve a lot in 2025, but your goal list could be as simple as 1 or 2 things. Try not to get so overwhelmed in this that you feel like you need to press yourself into setting more. Set the intentions and the goals you want for yourself that are obtainable, so they're not so insane that like you fall so far off that you end up feeling like guilty and upset with yourself. I kind of did that to myself a couple of years ago, sort of did that to myself this year, but not to the point where it was like as bad. So try to realistically see where you're at in your current life and whatever you're in, and see what you can and can't handle, and then go from there. If you want, you could just do a word of the year page. It doesn't have to be any of this. This is just how I chose to set mine up. So let me know down in the comments if you guys have 1 or 2 main goals that you're trying to set for yourself for 2025. I would love to hear them. Let me know if you have a word of the year, a phrase, a quote that you're kind of going by. I would love to hear that as well. But I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become a part of my planning fam. And also hit the bell notification too, so you don't miss any more future videos like this or any other vlogs and Disney content as well. All right, you guys, until the next one, happy planning and stay magical.